Buenos dias. Good morning, Arthur. I am your Auntie Sarah. We don't have to decide on my name right now. I could be TiTi Sarah, TiTi Osh. That's what your mommy called me, Osh, when she couldn't say my name. I could be Auntie Halloweeny. We've got lots of time, buddy. But I'm so excited to meet you. And I decided I would bring you in on my morning routine. I like to read a little bit in the morning, and I'm going to have my cup of tea while I read you a book. Okay? And hopefully, whenever you're missing me or you want to see me or you want to hear the book, you can turn this on or ask Mama, Daddy, or Elliot or Grandma to turn on your YouTube channel for you, bud. I love you already. I've been impatiently awaiting your arrival for a long time. And even though I can't be with you all the time, this is a great way for me to share some time with you. And what better way to introduce you to story time with TiTi Osh than to one of your mom and I's and your Uncle Sam's favorite things, the Golden Girls. It's our favorite TV show. We have so much to tell you about it. But I thought I would start here. And I'm going to read you a book, buddy. Okay? So this book is The Golden Girls. Good night, girls. I know it's the morning time, but it's okay. The pictures. Look at, they're all out on the lanai. We've got Sophia. We've got Dorothy. We've got Rose and Blanche. Okay, so it says, this is Blanche, Rose, and Dorothy. What the heck? They left out Sophia. They are going to have a sleepover. And this is Ma. So I'd want you to see. Notice Sophia has her purse. This is her favorite purse. She always has it. She's cooking because she's a great Italian chef. And they're eating meatballs and spaghetti that Sophia made. It's getting late, girls. Finish up your cheesecake, says Ma. It's time for bed. So the girls were gonna eat cheesecake for dessert. We've got strawberries on there. Fun fact. When they filmed The Golden Girls, Arthur, the girls actually didn't like cheesecake. So they were eating something during the whole show that they weren't really a big fan of. But that's okay. We love cheesecake. But the girls do not want to go to bed. They're having so much fun. Of course they are. They're best friends. Dorothy, Rose, and Blanche want to play dress up again. Stop fooling around, Ma says. It's time for bed. This is one of our personal favorite episodes where Dorothy and Ma dress up as Sunny and Cher. You'll see Dorothy here as Cher. And then there's an episode here where Rose is wearing a cat costume because they were in the play Cats in the local theater. And then this one's one of my favorite, where all the girls were in a local theater play for the kids because the kids all got they were all sick with something and couldn't act. So the girls stepped in and they did Henny Penny. And they dressed up as Henny Penny, Foxy Loxy, and I forgot the third one. But Dorothy doesn't listen. She takes out a game. Oh, this was a good one. This is when they decided to go on a game show, and Dorothy got to go in and try to collect as much cat. Grab that dough. Then the girls started singing. All right, save the song for tomorrow, Ma says. It's time for bed. So here they might be singing, Miami, Miami, you've got style, blue skies, sunshine, white sand by the mile. When you're in this town, each day is a treat, something. I forget the other words, but Miami, Miami, you've got style. Also, there's a funny song that Sophia has sung before, and it's about Medicare, and I'm going to sing it to you. Not today, though. Now, Blanche wants to make something with clay first. She wasn't really much of an artist, but she did work in an art museum. And she did befriend a very famous artist called Mr. Laszlo, and he was a sculptor. And he decided he wanted to sculpt Blanche. But little did she know, he also told the other girls the same thing. He was a snake. And the girls can't go to bed before dancing, too. So, funny story about this. Rose and Dorothy end up dancing partners because there is a dance competition that they decide to enter, and the winner gets $1,000. Well, all these chaotic things happen, and at the end, Rose and Dorothy end up partnering up because their partners kicked it, and Blanche couldn't handle it. They ended up winning. This one's great. This is where Blanche takes a dirty dancing class, and Rose decides to join. So they're practicing in the living room when Dorothy and Ma walk in, and they're doing like a little cha-cha, and Blanche bends Rose back to show off her skills, and that's when they walk in. This is also one of my favorites. Dorothy has a problem with her foot, and they're in a trio, the three of them, and they're going to do a show and at the local theater. But Dorothy's foot hurts her. She ends up injuring it during another show. She can't perform. She has to get surgery. She's never had surgery as an adult. She's terrified because her father left her at the hospital when she had to have her tonsils out as a kid. So she leaves the hospital, runs back home. The girls and Ma make her go back, get her surgery. And when she's recovering, they come in and they do their little number without Dorothy for her in the hospital room. At the end, she ends up punching a hole through the top hat. Dorothy does. Knock it off, girls, Ma says. It's time for bed. Oh, this is a great one. They decided they were going to join a jazzercise class in a gym. So they went and they bought all the gear and all the equipment. It was really funny. Here's Miles. But the girls need to say goodnight to Miles and Stan first. Miles is Rose's boyfriend. Stan is Dorothy's ex-husband. Hi, it's me, Stan. Dorothy's not his biggest fan. Enough already. Everyone into the bathroom to wash up, Ma says. It's time for bed. They're all getting ready, brushing teeth, washing faces. The girls love their bath. Look at Ma. She's even got her purse in the bathroom. Okay, get ready for your story time, girls. It's finally time for bed. So we've got Dorothy yawning, Rose picked out some books, Blanche has got all of her beauty equipment on. Notice, one of the storybooks for Rose is St. Olaf. This is important because Rose grew up in a small Minnesota farm town called St. Olaf, and she feels it really necessary to tell you stories about it all the time. I appreciate it. Ladies, not so much. Rose starts reading a story about a cow, a chicken, and a one-eyed pig. Everyone groans. The end. Now close your eyes, Ma says. It's time for bed. Good night, girls. Look at Ma with one eye open. Rose has a little teddy bear that she likes to sleep with. His name is Fernando. Finally, it's time for more cheesecake, Ma says. Then back to bed. She gets to enjoy her cheesecake in peace with her purse by her side. The end. Good night, buddy. If you're reading this before a nap or bedtime, I hope you have the sweetest of dreams. I love you so much, and TiTi can't wait to see you again.